Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I'm here to do the Cancer Astro Tarot or Tarot Astro, whichever way you want to put it, for July 2020. And happy birthday, dear Cancerians. It's the beginning of a new cycle for you. This month, a new year begins and a new cycle, new opportunities. So that's exciting for you. It is another big month, okay? We've had a few big months lately, and really from now to the end of the year, there's a lot going on in the heavens, and it continues this month. Okay, so we've got Mercury retrograde until the 12th of the month, and then a bit of a shadow period after that. And so I'll talk about that. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't joined me before, I'll give you a brief rundown on what I do. So firstly, I picked 2 tarot cards as theme cards for you for the month. We have a look at your horoscope, and then I'll do a tarot reading for you, and finishing up at the end with a psychic summary. So it's a bit different. While I'm reading, I often get little psychic flashes. Sometimes they're for the collective, sometimes they're for individuals, sometimes just for the star sign I'm doing. So I never know what I'm going to say or what's going to come out. So these videos are always a bit of an eye-opener to me. Okay, so yes, a big month. There's still a fair bit of activity going on with the retrogrades. So you can see here we've got Mercury retrograde to the 12th. Venus was retrograde up to the 25th of June. So we're just at the tail end of the shadow there. The first week or so, first few days of July. Mars won't go retrograde till September, thankfully. Jupiter's retrograde. We've just got the where are we, 13th of 5th to 14th of 9th. Yeah, okay, so Jupiter's retrograde, Saturn's retrograde, Neptune's retrograde, Pluto's retrograde, and we've also got a lunar eclipse on the 5th of this month. And that full moon is called a thunder full moon or a buck full moon. Okay, let's go to the board now, and I'll pick those 2 tarot theme cards I was just telling you about. And closing my eyes now for Caring Cancerians and just looking. Okay, so when I've got my eyes closed, I see a ladder, and this is like often a ladder to success, and I see you climbing it. You may be feeling a bit weary because it's been quite a journey to get to this point, and it's been an emotional journey. And so here we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is good news for you, particularly regarding your finances in the early part of the month. You'll see here the sun's moving into your financial sector as well, but that also indicates good news in your horoscope. But I'll come to that after this, after picking these 2 theme cards. This is a new cycle of beginnings on the physical level. This could impact your finances in a positive way, also your possessions. Some of you will be in I'm just picking this up psychically now, a new car, but in strange or odd circumstances. It could be that you get a car much cheaper than you anticipated, or somehow some bit of good luck falls into your lap about a car. Okay, so a new cycle beginning there, along with your birthday. Alrighty, let's have a look now for the second theme card for the month for you Caring Cancerians. And I'm going to go with that card there, closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see steps. Okay, so we've got 2 equal things, 2 opposite things going on here, but I guess they're equal because that's what came out of my mouth. This is walking down steps. This is like going down into your subconscious. So a good month for meditation, reflecting on what's going on within, getting in touch with your subconscious, okay? And even your body. Massages would be very helpful for you. We come up with the World card. This is really good. This is basically saying the world is your oyster. You've got a lot of opportunity. You can choose what you want to do. This woman is grounded in practical reality. She has a foot on the earth here, and she's in space, picking up what's going on in spirit. She has a staff in her right hand, which suggests divinity, because the royals originally were supposed to be representative of God on earth. So she carries her own royal divinity within. She's got an eagle up here in the top corner here on the left side guiding her, and an angel on this side holding up this beautiful piece of gold fabric that she is adorned with. Now in spirit, when I see gold, it's a very high vibrational energy, and usually it's not just sort of given to you. You have to work for it spiritually and evolve, and as you evolve you get into the higher frequencies, and that's what she is adorned in. So well done you, Caring Cancerians. All right, let's have a look now at your horoscope. As I was saying before, big month. Excuse me, coughing. Okay, 19th of June to the 22nd of June. The sun in your first house here, okay, because it's your birthday. That's going to help you make a strong statement to the world about who you really are. You'll be showing your true desires. There's a lot of insight and awareness and even happiness coming to you this month. And you might be happy for no reason. It's just coming from within. And it's not necessarily about you achieving something, not necessarily about what you do. It's more about who you are. Mars in the 10th house is 26th of June to the 6th of January 2021. That sounds a long way away, doesn't it? But it's not. You'll be strongly motivated to achieve your professional goals because Mars is up here in your 10th house of career and also reputation. Okay, so you might get a new job, you might be interested in a promotion, something happens with your work, and you'll be desiring to achieve in some way. Just be careful of impatience or irritability at work with that one there. 21st of June to the 8th of July, Jupiter conjuncts Pluto. And this gives you a need for personal recognition. You may want to better yourself, achieve, or promote yourself in some way. Other people see you, improving your lot, and they may not like that. So there may be some power struggles there as well. 1st of July to the 17th of December, Saturn in your 7th house. Okay, so the 7th house here, there's a lot of activity going on there, and that is your house of committed relationships, also legalities, and can even be open enemies. So with Saturn there, you're likely to be, in the situation where you confront the reality of your relationships. There may be some things you may have been sort of pushing under the carpet, or perhaps you just didn't want to look at something. So you'll be confronting the truth. There could be some testing and stressful times, and you could feel disillusioned with a major relationship. Someone close to you, could be personal or business. You could also, conversely, become more responsible in relationships. You may want to deepen a relationship, get married, or have children. Okay, so it could go either way there. But it's about seriousness, maturity, and responsibility. 14th of June to the 15th of July, Saturn conjunct Saturn. A time of seriousness, responsibility, self-analysis. A time to make important decisions. Past errors of judgment could come back now. But if you've done the right thing and been responsible in the past, you could get rewards like promotions, okay, or an increase in your finances or something like that, you know. So it's also a time of karma. July 5th, the full thunder moon, a lunar eclipse in your 7th house here. This brings up things out of your subconscious, okay? Maybe, as I said before, stuff that you've been pushing down and you didn't want to know about, but now is the time you really have to look at what the truth is. You could, you know, put a relationship onto a different level. Either way, you know, maybe you avoid or you cut back in some way to do with a relationship, or conversely, you deepen a relationship. Some relationships could finish. 8th of the 7th and to the 12th of the 7th, Venus sextile Chiron. The sextiles are positive influence, and this gives you a chance to rectify problems in close relationships, new levels of understanding. And so you begin to see what, you know, if there were problems there, the reasons that things have worked out the way that they have. 12th of July to 16th of July, Mars squares Taurus. Verbal battles and disputes could come up. Be careful of impatience and irritability in these 4 days. Take a deep breath and slow down. July 20th sees a new moon, and the new moon is in your 1st house here, okay? Yourself, your sign, a new beginning. So we've got the sun and a new moon happening here at this new cycle. Okay, so this could bring up deeper desires or feelings from within, and it's more about you becoming more authentically you. So you're not becoming somebody else. It's more of you going out into the world, more fully yourself. So that's exciting. 21st of July to the 22nd of August, Sun in your 2nd house. And this is your financial activity I was talking about before. So it's like you see a light at the end of the tunnel. Improvements coming to do with your finances, your possessions, or things that you value. 17th of July to the 2nd of August, Jupiter sextile Neptune. Okay, you could be sort of feeling a bit more spiritual and you want to talk about that, share your spiritual philosophies, and you could take a trip to a beautiful or a spiritual place. Okay, so that's your horoscope. Now bear these 2 cards in mind, the Ace of Pentacles and the World card, which are very fortunate cards that could bring you some good luck. And let's have a look now at the tarot spread, Caring Cancerians, the tarot spread. Okay, so the first week of July we're going to be looking at now. First week of July, I'm going with that card there, closing my eyes now. And what do I see? I see a door opening up. I see a door closing as well. As you close the door to something new begins. You're closing the door in one way to the old cycle, okay, to the past year, so the new year can start. And we come up with the 6 of Pentacles. This is about organisation of your money. There's money coming in, but there's money coming out as well, and you decide which way you're going to do it, you know, who you're going to pay and how you're going to pay them and all of that. This is good housekeeping, budgeting, looking after your money in a very organised manner. Okay, and I get the sense of more money coming in actually, an improvement in your finances there. Second week of July for Caring Cancerians, just looking for the right card. Okay, we're going with that one. And closing my eyes now, and what do I see? Second week of the month. Okay, right, I see a big mountain on my right side, and there's these roads all around the mountain going up the mountain. A mountain is a challenge, okay? So there's a big challenge here, but you are making progress on it. and the roads are not too steep, so it's quite manageable. So this could be something major, like paying something off, like a house or a car or something like that, but you're making progress. You'll get there. Three of Cups. All right. Three of Cups can be three friends, or even three family members, or even people that you work with, but less likely to be people that you work with, because it's Cups, it's emotional. So just to let you know that they're all in the fish's mouth. So they're all coming from the point of view of stuff coming up out of their subconscious, but they're not necessarily using their heads, their analytical ability. It's more about subconscious forces being worked out between these three. It could be a karmic relationship. One of them's a bit wasteful, one's pretty active, the other one's sort of quieter perhaps. And when you get this sort of thing happening, sometimes they get in a clique, the two of them, and can exclude the third person. If that happens to you, be civil, but just walk away. You don't have to get involved. It doesn't have to be an argument or anything like that. And usually with this card, it all works out for the better anyway. So just letting you know, there's something underneath that's going on from the subconscious. Okay, middle of the month for Caring Cancerians. Middle of the month for Caring Cancerians. And what do I see? Okay, going with that card there. All right, I've got I'm in a cave, and there's a whole pile of gold coins on the ground in front of me, and that's like a reward. At the very least, it means transformation and change, because coins are change, you see. It can mean money, but not necessarily. So there's a lot of positive transformation going on, even though here we have the Five of Cups. This indicates disappointment. Something could have come to an end. There's two cups separated from three cups, so there's some sort of separation going on here where you don't see eye to eye with somebody anymore. Could be to do with this, a lot of people here, or it could also be a personal relationship, because see, there's a red rose here, there's love involved, but it could be friends, or as I said, you know, a lover, a husband, or something like that, and you're not seeing eye to eye, and there's disappointment around it. You could be feeling very hurt, I'm sorry to say, but I do also want to say that it's a temporary thing. These feelings will pass. Okay, looking at the next week in July for Caring Cancerians. Caring Cancerians, and what do I see? Okay, closing my eyes now. Okay, I see a waterfall coming over the rocks, beautiful crystal clear water, but it's a bit rocky, and this is like your soul energy coming down into your body, and it's beautiful, but it's got to go over these rocks, so it's not easy by any means. And so this is your subconscious, so you could have quite an emotional month, but it's also likely to give you more vitality, more physical vitality. And we've got the Queen of Wands. This gives you a lot of motivation, fiery, inspirational energy to do things. This is quite a grounded sort of card. She's got her Bengal cat, or her wild cat here, because she listens to her intuition. She's going to take action. She expresses herself, and there's a lot of gold here around her solar plexus, so feeling confident, goal-oriented, going to get things done because she's very motivated. There's sunflowers in the back, happiness, inside awareness, reminiscent of the sun. The Queen, the divine feminine, doing it in a feminine way, in touch with her psychic ability and her intuition, while she still achieves in the physical world. So she's on that wooden throne there with her feet on the ground. She's achieving in the physical world, but she's feeling that fiery motivational energy, that desire from spirit. Last 3 days of the month. last 3 days of the month for Caring Cancerians. And which card is it? Going with that one. Closing my eyes now. And what do I see? I can see like, what are they called? They're around your ankles, like manacles around the ankles. And it's like a sense of feeling trapped. But I also see them coming undone and coming off. So something that has been keeping you stuck in a situation is being undone so that you can be free. Well, there you go. And the Devil card. This could be an addiction. This could be a toxic relationship, manipulation, abuse, the really darkest stuff. And this is what, and see, here's like manacles. This one's on the wrist here. I saw this sort of around the ankles. So these are the chains that bind. So letting go of the chains that bind so that you can be free. But the first step in being free is to realize that you are in fact stuck in a situation. So I'm going to draw another card with that because I know that that's going to be dealt with this month. In the second half of the month, probably towards the end of the month. Okay, and we're going with that one. You need rest, okay? Part of this situation's come about because you're exhausted on some level. And so you need a rest from the situation. Whatever the situation is, you need to move away from that and be on your own and have some rest. That's like the cure. To see that you're in fact in a trap of some to some extent. Okay, the silver lining of course is now you know, now you can look for where you're trapped so that you can become free. Freedom is at hand. Alrighty, so I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for you, Caring Cancerians. For the month of July, I see an oyster shell with the pearl in the middle of the oyster. So these are words of wisdom. People that you listen to will have some useful things. They'll help you out and give you some pearls of wisdom that will, you know, help you be free. So it'd be a good idea for you at the very start of July, or whenever you watch this video, as soon as you find out, to start saying some positive affirmations and believe that you are already free because you're aware of the situation. I now see a gold crown being placed on your head. So we had the Queen of Wands coming up, the Divine Feminine, but now I see a gold crown which suggests the Divine Masculine. You are going to find your own masculine energy and you can rely on that. This is about independence, not dependence or codependence. This is about you becoming your own authority figure, your own fatherhood figure, your own governmental figure, if you like. So, you know, don't put too much store in what your government says. It's about you being a sovereign being and taking up the kingship and queenship of your own sovereignty. Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope that all makes sense to you, Caring Cancerians. Drop me a comment and let me know if it does. I'm happy to talk about it in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, I really appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click that notification bell so that you get notifications of my regular videos, because I'm always uploading videos on a regular basis now. But most importantly, have a very wonderful and insightful month. Okay, thanks for watching and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.